If you like our content, consider supporting us on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/segabits. Hello and welcome to Sega News Bits Breaking News. Or maybe we broke the news. Wait, who do I cite for this? I guess myself. Hello. I'm Barry, with me is George.
Hello, everybody.
And so this is pretty wild. So there's a Sega Bits Discord, and if you wanted a reason for why it's the place to be, it's because sometimes we get some leaky leaks. And this leak actually happened in the Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a channel, right? Is that what they call these things? Channel, the pound sign? Yeah. And we have quite a few of them. And this person named Nighty Wuff went in there, and he's like, I've never seen this guy before. He drops in, and he's like, Sonic trailer drops tomorrow. I've seen it. It's pretty much what people are describing. Here's a screen grab of Jim Carrey as Robotnik. And then it was like, oh, look at this. and I seriously, what usually happens is people will drop the images in there, and I'm thinking like, oh, this came from a news story. But I looked online, it didn't come from anywhere. Like, we were the only place to have this picture. And
that's weird.
It is weird. And, I could have sat there and tried to vet him, but he left the chat almost instantly. And so I copy-pasted the picture, put it on Twitter, called it a rumor. And, we report the news, but it's not like we're going to get in trouble with the FCC if we're wrong on a rumor,
Yeah.
So I still cover our butts anyway, just so people aren't like, they got tricked by that Photoshop. And so I posted, and here's what I said. I said, rumor, first look at Robotnik in the Sonic movie. Trailer releases tomorrow. In hindsight, I wish I said Jim Carrey as Robotnik, but I kind of posted this up while I was on the toilet. So...
Oh, yes. The best time to post.
Yeah. And I saw it, and it got, 1, 4, 10 retweets, and it just kept going. And I realized we were the first people to get this, because people were, reacting to it. Like, the fact that there are 1.4K replies, almost all negative. Almost all negative.
Almost, yeah.
Some people say, I actually really like this. This doesn't look too bad to me. I did like that some people tagged Mike Pollock.
Oh, I know, in his replies.
They said, what does Mike Pollock think? And he says, I think it's none of my concern.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, man, people said Robotnik 2019 does keto, like the diet, I guess.
Yeah.
They were posting that All-Stars Racing, or the Sonic Team Racing meme of Eggman's reaction face. And yeah, what did you think of the comments?
First of all, it was crazy because this thing woke me up because we have the Sega Bits Twitter account shared. We both link it, and it's like beep, 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 like going, like it stopped for a while, but it was still shaking randomly, and I go check it out, and I'm looking at all this just random, I kept on refreshing it, and there's already 100 notifications already, right?
Yeah.
So I went through them. Like you said, it was mostly negative, some positive, and then most of it was negative, and the diarrhea thing you talked about last time, where it's it's not as bad as I thought it was, and I'm in that category. It's still diarrhea though, and I agree with you. Because it looks like a little kid TV show, kind of, the outfit, and I thought they were trying to, I don't know, I guess it is going to be a very small, young kid movie, like they said in the preview. And this really looks like Lazy Town, that show?
Exactly, yeah. People were comparing him to, Sporticus. I can't believe I know that. So we received 5,200. I don't know, I can't read 5.2K. It's always weird to me. I just like the number. So it's a little over 5,000 retweets and 16,000 likes, which is surprising too. I did do a little investigative journalism here, so I did compare it to the picture of Jim Carrey with his short hair. I also compared it to the leak of this vehicle that they had on hydraulics, which really looks like that vehicle. So it's since been confirmed by people who were at CinemaCon and other events and saw the trailer.
Yeah,
but,
the journalist.
Yeah, but what surprises me is that it never leaked outside of that. Like, I'm surprised there were no cell phone pictures.
And I agree with you 100%. But one question before because we just skimmed over the vehicle. What do you think about them using basically real life vehicles? Like Jim Carrey is a regular doctor that lives here, but and then you could talk about the post credit scene that people talked about. But
oh right, yeah.
I
think it's lazy. I don't like the vehicle design. It looks like something you'd see in Men in Black. It looks like something you'd see just in anything. Like, I could see that in Star Wars, and it would just be like, oh, that's a lazy design. You know, it's just... It's like the Eggomatic is iconic. It's round, it has the caution tape around it, and this thing's just like a flying saucer.
And he kind of looks like he's a old-time, pilot. That's what he kind of dressed like. So it kind of makes sense if you look at the Eggman look. He has the goggles and stuff. I guess I could see some fan art like this, and I'd be, oh, that's pretty cool fan art. But to make a whole movie where they change Robotnik so drastically,
right.
For the first movie, it's very weird. And this is the kind of response you get. Somebody a lot of people that replied, like you said, it was over 1,000 people, said that like, oh, people are just going to complain if they kept it too much like the video games. People would say it's boring. Now that they changed it, they're complaining because they changed it. But I feel like I'm okay with changes. Like, I see the Detective Pokemon thing or whatever, Pikachu movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, it's still the same thing in a way. They're still trainers and they live with these Pokemon, but they're just making it more realistic. This one is like nothing like the video games.
Yeah. It's not even like Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom, which still looks like it. Now, you bring that up then. There was a leak when we did that video that was also pretty popular. It was like a press screening or a test screening, and they said that at the end of the movie, Robotnik gets sent to Sonic's home planet and gets marooned there, and then it's like sometime later, and for whatever reason, he lost his hair, his mustache grew, and he got fat. And so he'll look like Robotnik as we see him in the games, but that's really weird. Like, why would you go bald? Why would your mustache would grow, but why would you get fat being marooned unless you're just like eating a bunch and not doing anything else? It just makes no sense. I don't know how they're gonna. Maybe his hair gets burned off.
I thought maybe that when he gets like, I don't know, goes to the other dimension where Sonic is from, he turns into like a cartoon character. Like where Sonic comes here, he's way like he looks weird, but in his world maybe he looks like the video game. Probably not the video game. They're probably not going to even bring up the video game design, but no. He looks normal over there. So I'm assuming if a human from here goes over there, they look different. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. See. But we will see because tomorrow or probably even at the time you're watching this, the trailer will be out. So we'll see what happens there.
We'll probably do another video then.
Yeah, I guess so. But hey, we actually weren't that negative on this. I'll be honest. I think because we're both riding that high of we got Sonic movie, Robotnik, and for some reason the words the Sonic trending.
Yeah, on Twitter.
We're also now a Twitter moment, and we made the news feed for entertainment, and we actually were knocking Seinfeld, The Simpsons, and some celebrity like deaths and heart attacks off the list.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. I felt bad for Larry King and John Singleton, because I'm like, sorry guys.
You guys tweet about Larry King's heart attack, please.
I know, right? This is why Larry King had a heart attack. He's like, oh my god, that's not Robotnik.
Not the one I grew up with in my 70s.
All right. Well, what do you guys think about this? Why don't you head over to Twitter and retweet it? Let's hit 10,000. I don't know.
We do it.
Let's do it. Bye.